Today we're going to dive into Jacks or Better Video 3 and do some amazing training with Perfect Draw. I have improved this a lot. It is now a lot manageable. It's going to be slower. I don't have to run through things, yet there is still timing for each hand. So you'll see it, but it works great. I've taken all the advice that I've been getting from the comments and also Mr. Brain. Shout out to him. He's helped out a lot. I appreciate all these, and the app is just getting insane. So let me go through and start. You are seeing the next version. This is kind of like me testing it, but at the same time, a lot of these features are already implemented. I am currently on a 16 streak, which is pretty good. If you're curious how everyone else is doing, we can go to streaks here and get an idea. Now, Mr. Brain is kind of crushing everybody. Shout outs to him. And you can see, you can also check out the other stuff. There's a lot of stats in here. Trophies is actually being reworked, so we'll see that next round once this goes live. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump in and get some hands correct and show you some cool new features. Once it's dealt, the timer starts. You have 20 seconds. But now, once you go through and draw, the timer stops and you're good at this point. Now what's happening is the auto pause is basically counting down. If you don't do anything or you change tabs, it will automatically pause for you, so you don't have to worry about rushing. And we can also explain hands better, which is a really nice feature. With that said, let's go ahead and get started and see how well we can do. Can we beat 1,000 something? Probably not. I think my highest was 106, but I'm going to try to concentrate here and do well and not rush things, because I think I was rushing too much lately and that caused some problems. Yeah, I think that's correct. Nice. This is a new account. I have 2 accounts now. And that's mainly because we are doing teams now. What is teams? I'm going to show you teams if you stick till the end, but it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'll show you a quick peek and then I'll show you more at the end. This is teams. Basically like a guild or a clan. You can do a bunch of stuff in here, which is pretty awesome. You know, and we'll explain that at the end if you're interested. That's coming in the next version. It's so if the coach doesn't help, you can go through and learn together. King, right? Yeah, he's king. I have to remember. Jacks are better. I started doing a little training with this, but I've been having so many issues with the code because it's so advanced that I haven't got to test it yet. So let's see how we do. So far, so good. They seem pretty easy. We didn't get anything difficult yet, but am I jinxing it? As you know, a pair is always good, so we want to hold a pair and jacks are better. Nothing else really looking good here. Okay, we have 3 cards. When it's 3 high cards like this, we kind of throw the ace out. We do the queen at king. And looks good. Ace queen. Another easy one. Jacks are better. You always want to try to keep 2 high cards if you can. And we're definitely doing the 8s there. Boom. And we got a pair of 3s. Field goal. I call it the field goal when they put them on the opposite sides. Boom. I get to level this account up too. This is the account where I'm going to try to be good, and the other one's going to be more in testing and just messing things up. So I'm hoping my stats on this one are really good. And the leaderboards are live, so if you want to check this out, you can go through and download it for free. It's actually out on both now, Android and Apple. However, it just came out on Android, so the updates are a little behind, but I am working on getting them up. I actually have the next update ready to go. A slow draw. I added a feature so it goes slow when you have a chance for 4 of a kind. Kind of like to anticipate that. I know we're trying to get this. This game is basically how it works is you're getting points for picking the hand correct. You're not getting points by drawing the cards. This is designed just to get you mathematically sound with this game. But why would you want something like the slow? Well, there's some other features. If you go into the quest tab here, you can see if you hit some big hands and you get all this, you get a free background, and you can do that up to 5 times, plus you get 100 gems each time. And after that, you just get 100 gems. So there is still some urgency for the quest, because this quest is going to be very hard to do even once, yet you can do it 5 times because you need a royal flush to complete it each time. I don't think anyone's completed level 1 yet that I'm aware of. If I'm wrong, please comment down below. If you played this earlier on, you do want to give it another shot, because now that the timer's in here and everything, it's so much nicer. Now that the auto pause, I should call it. That way you're not timed from the whole time. It's just when you're playing that specific hand. And we do that so people don't cheat, because there's leaderboards. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one. I might run out of time here. Pair of 10s, 10 Jack Queen is right together. The king is there too, so you also have the straight option. I think it's going to be 3 to the straight flush royal flush, and we almost hit it, and we were correct. Woo! The 20 seconds was cooking that time. I do have a lot of stuff unlocked here. So we have the coach here, and you do unlock these every time. You need coach fragments. You get them from packs. Every time you level, you get 2. And you can also do free rewards every 12 hours to get 2 more. As you'll go through and unlock these, you get different things. This is what I'm looking for here is the log. We have EV chart here. And yes, you can share hands to the team. How cool is that? So teams will be teams of 20 people where you're helping each other out. Won't say more yet. Save that to the end. I keep giving stuff away. But we can hit the EV chart and look at this and kind of get a better idea. And here you see what we did was 7.4, and that was the optimal play. So now we can go through and go down, and you can see we did a great job. I'm proud of myself, because the tens look a little good to me, but at the same time, once I was like, wait, they're 3 in a row, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, there's a king too, and then you're like, okay, that throws something in there. But we definitely held the right ones. And if you're ever questioning it, you can hit why this hand wins, and it's going to go through and tell you here, 3 to a royal, plus they're in a row. That's big. And then it'll also tell you the second hand analysis. I think this is pretty awesome how we have everything set up. And you can also go through and go to the bottom and log hands or save hands in here. And there's also stats, your current session, which is 99.02, not bad. And lifetime. Well, that's a lifetime, actually. You can also log a session. So if you go somewhere and you play, you can log it down there. I added that recently, because why not, right? Now you know when you unlock all the coach how good this is. It is going to get you playing really well. Because once you play this and you're getting perfect streaks and stuff, and then you go to the other place, you're not going to make mistakes because you're just so used to it. Not to mention it's free to play. I mean, come on now. Pair of 8s. Boom. Okay, I'll stop pitching. If you can't tell, I love this app and I want it to do really, really well. I have easily put in about 500 hours or so, maybe 600 in like the last 5 to 6 weeks. Okay, we'll stop talking about that and get back to the poker. Boom. Now we got a basic pack because we leveled up. Yada yada, we'll take it. And we'll do ace jack. All right, pair of sevens. Let's go ahead and change up a few things because we've been looking at this. And yes, you can turn the slow draw off. I've added that too. And pro tips is a new thing, which you're probably not going to see a lot on my screen because you have to get something wrong for that to come up. It's not always too. So it really helps like beginners. Like the gold leaf. And we're going to keep the music and sound effects as they are. You can customize all that. Here you go. We got a little a desert going on. We haven't unlocked much on this yet, so options are slim. I mean, we're only level 11. Ooh, the nines, right? 9. We got the 9 jack queen straight flush, or the nines, or the nines. No, rip. Dang, we do get some trophy multipliers because of how high we got. Oh, but yeah, that's not going to do it. Anytime we lose, you know, it might say a pro tip, but pro tips are kind of new, so it's only certain hands that are kind of more obvious, if you will, and it'll just pop up. But we could do CY and figure out what happened there. We're looking at 3.5 for the straight flush. And the nines were 4.1. Dang. I probably would have worked it out if the timer wasn't going down and I was really trying to get a streak. Like, I really didn't want to make a mistake. And we start over. That's okay. Wow. That's an easy one. Swipe that in and save it. Pair of fives. Pair is good. Another pair. We'll take it. Sixes. Field goal. Sixes again? Okay. Oh, I was going to go 7, 8, 10, but there is a pair there. And I feel like the pair beat the higher cards, so it's definitely going to beat this. Remember when we just had the one that we got wrong? Let's go through and switch this up to retro arcade. It is one of my favorite. Maybe change that color too. Nice. Two, three, four of clubs or a pair of threes, because that's together. However, there's only an ace down, so it's not as popular. I'm gonna go threes. Whoa, that was a close one. That was a close one. Let's look at that, because that was a good hand to look at. There's a lot of invalid hands here. 2, 3, 4 are pretty much invalid. There's no reason you'd ever hold those. The fifth one is the 2, 3, 4, which is the actual hand I was considering, and it's actually a lot lower. Now, the reason I decided to do this is because something Mr. Brain said when he was telling me about this is you can only go down one with the ace instead of going down twice for a straight flush. You know, there's one less option to make a straight flush because it's so low. So because of that, I thought it was lower, and we're correct. If it was 3, 4, 5 of clubs, I think it'd be a lot closer. And I really kind of wonder what that would be. If it was 3, 4, 5 of clubs. Let's figure this out. Let's go into the coach. Let's open this, and when you unlock the top part of the coach, you get in here too. So this would be 3, 4, 5 of clubs, hearts, 3, diamond, 10. Okay. Still the threes. Interesting. I didn't think it would be. I thought it would be a lot closer, but it's not. So, interesting. Let's get back to the game. Nothing worthwhile here. We're just going to throw them all away. Now, if I would have held 3 to a flush there and drawn, a pro tip would have came up. And it would have said, never hold 3 to a flush in jacks or better 9-6. You know, this is going to be the game that you get the most, and this is a very good game to learn. Aces. And as you learn this one, you know, the other games seem easier because you have a lot of sense in this. There's only like little difficulties and switches here and there. Give me a new background. The card back. Should we switch the card back? Let's switch the card back. We'll go cyber, yeah. Let me get some new stuff here. I have a lot of gems, so. Crystal. Black hole card back, that's nice. Galaxy. Do one more. Oh, ocean. I like my ocean, as you all probably know. And let's do... I feel like we did Galaxy last time, so we'll do Black Hole this time. Ace. I think that's a complete redraw. Yes, we got it. Check that off the list. Maybe we'll just double check, make sure it did. It did. So now we just need 4 of a kind, straight flush, and royal flush. That's easy. Right. Ooh, here comes a 4 of kind. No. Yeah, we'll get that easy. The royals and the straight flush are the harder ones. Obviously. Obviously. Ace, jack. Come back. Pair of 6s. Pair is always strong. Ah. Hoping for one more spade there. Yeah, that's just junk. Let's do field goal. 5s. I want to look at the streaks real quick again. So my highest is 95, which is my other account. So shout out to Hidden Avenger and Willow Tree. Lewis is coming up too. This is Smak. That's my wife, but I use her account once in a while. A lot of room on these boards. And wow, that's just holding all. Perfect. Yeah, Queen King? Yeah. Notice I'm taking my time. I don't want to mess up as easy. I'm taking my time when I can. And I think that's important even when you do start playing live. If you don't take your time, you're going to have problems. You can miss stuff so easily. That's why you practice, so you try not to miss that kind of stuff. 10 coach fragments. That was a generous pack. The good thing about coach fragments is even after you have everything unlocked, if you ever get a variant, you need them again. So it's good to keep collecting them. If I would, for example, get one of these games, double-double, triple-double, or deuces wild, then I would need to unlock the coach. However, they do come with 70 coach fragments, so it helps. Queen, king. That's going to be a flush draw. Anytime you have 4 diamonds like that, it's always worth just going for the flush. Deuces. Ace jack. Ooh, 3 to the straight flush. There's no pair this time. Instead, it's over the king jack, but king jack is suited. Ooh, I think it's king jack. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I was not sure about that. I was not sure. Let's check with the coach, see what he said. So 3.0 versus 2.6. I went after that king jack because I'm like, well, I could get a royal technically, and the 2-3-4 only has 1 card lower. So it's like, I think that's enough, even though it's 3 versus 2. But you also can hit other cards with the king jack, like a king or a jack. You know, so I think it was the right move. We also did hit a jack. Technically, we won. King jack. Definitely gonna go through and hold the ace jack suited. Perfect. We already got a winning hand, so there's no reason to really go for anything else there. Slow roll. Oh, we only got 3. Interesting. 2, 4, 6 of hearts versus ace jack. I think we're gonna stick with the ace jack again. King queen. Ooh, we're at 40. That's about where we were before. Ooh, 3, 4, 5 suited versus pocket 5s. I think it's this one this time. I think I'm wrong. Oh, I was wrong. Man, why did I see what the streak was? I think once you get that light blue color streak, it's like I start getting excited and distracted. And then that was the hand I needed to focus. At the end, I knew I was wrong and I needed to change it, but I only had 1 second left. And it was basically too late. So 3.0 versus 4.1. And I need to study when I get some time. Here's a pair of 5s, 4.1 versus invalid holds for a while. You wouldn't hold a pair with another card. That's just not smart. So 2, 3, 4. And then the 5th one is going to be the actual other option. Interesting. And we start the streak again. Pair of 5s. It's kind of odd. Not gonna lie. Let's go for that flush. 4 to a flush. Ooh. Queen, king. Man, don't you wish this would just happen more often when you're at that place? Trophies has been reworked too, so it's a little hard to get them up. Oh, what do we got here? Pair of queens. Pair of queens, you're winning. Yeah. I think that was pretty close, but I am off a little bit because I've been paying too much time to programming and not to this, so let's see where we're at there. Pair of queens versus a flush, which was number 8, 5.9 for 7.6. Oof. Open-ended. I know you have a straight flush draw there, but I think you would just go the open-ended route. Plus you have the jack on the end. Right move. Wrong result. Ace jack. Here we go again. Is it tens or is it the straight flush draw? 2 in a row, 3 in a row, straight flush draw, high. Okay. We keep getting that similar hand. This time we were looking at what? 5th place would be 3.0. We were at 4.1, so that's an extra bet every time. How important these things are. That adds up. King me. Or deuce me. No, I didn't say seduce me. I said deuce me. Can I get it 10? Now it heard deuce again. Like, you asked for that first, you're getting that. This one's kind of odd too. So. King, queen. I need a date with an 8. A lot of spades there. I think there's going to be 4. Oop, unclick, unclick. Hands are always so cold. Jack? No. Here's my jacks. Queen. Yes. Alright, we're getting this streak up here. We are gonna go until this streak breaks. Is that crazy to say? Like, what if the streak doesn't break? Like, what if I go like Mr. Brain with over 1,000? You think that's gonna happen? Oh no, my high is 106, but that's not on the leaderboard. That was in testing. That was the first time that I played my own game and I was just in the mode. Hard to get into that mode sometimes. I think we got this. Ace Jack. Ace King. Pair kings. Let me know if you like this speed better, if this is more your speed. I know the last few videos were pretty quick because of that timing, so I'm hoping this brings things more chill. Not feeling rushed. Ace Queen. Two high cards, so we'll go Queen, King, since there's no suited. And here we got a pair of jacks. 2 pair. Three high cards, but we're not going to take the 10 because it's jacks or better, so we're only taking a jack and better. Let me change things up real quick here. Let's go green. Crystal. And we'll go with Galaxy. I like space if you haven't noticed. Oof. I guess it was an easy one, right? Sevens. Let's do one other thing here. Backgrounds. Let's go with like the blue. Here we go. Ace Queen. Three to a royal is better than 4 to a flush. Ace Queen versus 3, 4, 6. 3, 4, 6. Ace Queen. I get so much pressure. Like, this game makes me feel like I have so much pressure when you are all watching and I can't get it wrong. I didn't have that with the other thing. And I'll still do videos with the other one as well, you know, the other simulator. I'm just playing with this now because I'm really into creating this right now. Optimal play was that. Look, it is pretty close. 2.66 versus 2.39. I wanted to switch because I was like, it was ace queen. That's in my mind. I was probably thinking I was going against a pair, but I wasn't. I was going against 2 high cards. So I know what I did wrong. 20 seconds is just something I'm going to need to get conditioned to over time. But let me go through and show you the team a bit, because I think you're going to really think it's cool, especially if you are trying to learn this, because I'm going to go through and explain why I've created this whole thing. Basically, you play to have fun. The coach is there to teach you when you are in this mode. So when you're in this mode, coach is for you. When you go to teams, this is going to change. This isn't going to be the coach anymore. The coach isn't allowed in the team area. This is only the team that teaches each other. So I named mine Fight Clubs because I thought it was pretty funny. Maybe it's not. So you have different options here. This account is Smak VP. So if I click on my other name, I can go through and see. I can mute them for 10 minutes, 4 hours, whatever, you know, however it goes. And you also have a few things here. You can send a message to someone, costs 50 gold in game. You can send them it. They do go through and get it. Let me go through and send a message on my other one. Okay, so I sent a message on the other one. You might notice a little one popped up. We can go to the play and your portrait's going to glow. We can click on here. You have a mailbox now. So we can go into the mail and it's going to say, you know, hi from Kevin Smak. You are awesome. Thank you for watching this long. So true. Here you can reply. You can click on Kevin Smak and block him if you want. You can mark as read. You could delete. You could do all that. You have all the block features and everything like that. Let's go back to team. If you can challenge people to a duel. Yes, a duel. Let's go through and challenge. So it does cost 10 spins to go through and do a duel for each player. And that goes through and allows you to go against each other. It's a 3-minute time limit. I'm basically reading it here. Most correct wins. It's 10 hands, and tiebreaker goes to the fastest time. I'm going to do this on both at once, so I can start a duel, and it's going to start instantly. Then the other people have 1 hour to choose the duel. So I'm just going to do it on this one first, just to kind of give you an idea. And time does kind of matter, so we're going to go through and just cruise here real quick. Ooh. Check. Here we go. No. Oh. I forgot I have swipe enabled here too. Just check. Sevens. Okay, so I got 9 out of 10. Here it says waiting for opponent, but you don't have to continue to wait. You can just close this, and you can see here in the bottom, you know, it has challenged Kevin Smak to a duel because I clicked on his name and then I chose duel, so I was specifically targeting him. So if I click up in this bar here and I click the duel, you'll see here it's waiting for someone to duel. And this is the guild message of the day. You know, you can go through if you're a guild leader and create that. So now I'll go on my other phone and I will accept it and do it real quick. I'll just skip to that. Okay, so it is done, and you can see here the results here. Kevin Smak defeated Smak VP on time. So they were basically 9 10s each, and the best time won because it was so close. Just kind of give you an idea. At the top, you can notice that message disappears, which is cool. As a guild leader, you can do things. You can go in here. You can manage players. You can go through and demote them, promote them. Recruit is the first one. Member, senior member, officer, and guild leader. You can actually have 2 team leaders just to make it easier. And you can also kick from the team. You can go to the profile and see their profile, their level, last seen, so how long ago they played, and all their stats, challenge, an email, block, report, and close. So a lot of this stuff is really good, and it's been tested, and it's pretty insane. So that is basically how everything works. I'll give you a little more stuff, but I'm not going to go into it. There is a quiz. You can create a quiz. I think I'm going to make it 6 hands instead of 10 because 10 is just too much. But basically, you create a quiz, and other people can take it. And also, your guild, your team does level up. So there are team challenges, and you can go through and level up. And these will unlock really, really good rewards as we go. There's not many listed yet because I'm still developing them, but it'll be really cool stuff you get. That is Teams, and I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, you can even message people and everything like that. You can go into your coach, you can find a hand, and you can go through and share it with Teams. So for example, if I want to do this one, I'll hit Teams, and then I'll go back to Team, and there's going to be up here. We made it this way so it doesn't get cluttered. So there's the hand. So it tells you the hand. You can hit play. You can actually play the hand and see if you can get it right. And we'll do ace queen there, submit. And it's going to show you how many people played, how many got right, wrong, and everything. Also works with all variants. So this is jacks or better. You can do it with other ones as well and play it. And that'll be there for, I believe it's like 6 hours. And then it'll disappear. Duels are 1 hour. Quizzes, I think, are 12 or 24 hours. So many crazy things going on. So this is the next feature, which will be coming out, I'm hoping, this week. However, there's a lot of stuff I have to change on the Apple side with privacy and everything because you're using your name. So that's kind of a pain. However, if you get in here and you don't want to use your name, you can always go ahead and go into your profile. I'm sorry, click settings up here. And you can go through and choose a few things. So first, you can copy the code and share it for people to join with that code. You can put your favorite game. You can keep the guild, the clan open, or you can put it where they have to request. And if they request, a message comes into the guild leader and then they approve or deny. You can put minimum or maximum trophies they need to get in. I usually leave it like 100 or 250. That way they're not brand new. If you don't want to be identified, you can change anonymous. Here you can go through and pick a card. And I already did this, so you can't see it, but I did Ace of Spades. So in chat, I'm Ace of Spades. You can pay 200 gems to change it again, but once you change it, you change it. So that is a lot of stuff. And that's just the first version. You know, this is just putting teams in here. If you're wondering where the collection stuff went, it went in the shop at the very top. You can manage your collection here and go through and choose what you need. Upgrade anything you need. Anyway, that's what I've been doing for about 500 hours. I hope you enjoy this game. I hope you play. I'd love to see you in there. I'm going to go through and change my team just so you can see here real quick. I'm going to leave it open, and I'm going to leave the trophies at 250. So if you do want to join once the update comes out, you can. The first 18 people will be able to get in because it holds 20 people. And it's good to go through and start playing, get your trophies up in the meantime. So then we can talk and chat and share hands and get better together. So that is the challenge here I have. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I know I've been very long-winded this video. I've just been so excited and no one to tell this to, so you ended up getting it. Thanks for watching. I'll put the next one on the screen when it's available. Thanks.